Well, hello there, chat, and the sub shower is in place. And we're gonna be doing some Federation versus Zeon. Let me just get my plugin settings correctly. Yeah, adjusted correctly because I had to mess with it. It's supposed to be direct 3D 11 on hardware and no interlacing. Yeah. Oh crap. Now it's gonna shit itself. So yeah, let me adjust it because it will flicker. Oh no. Oh, that's bad. It's one of these. Dang it. Because some you can run on no interlacing, and that will end up with a very clean visual. So there goes my hope, I suppose. Let's see. Is it showing up? No. OBS is being a dick. That's fine. I can. Okay. I guess it was the plugin setting doing it because OBS is wacky. Anywho, I assume I came here as best as I could upon hearing the words Fiddies versus Nice. It's literally one of my favorite PS styles. I mean, I've been spoiled by Gundam versus Zeta, so this has been relegated to the second spot, but man, is it close? Let's start a new save, and we're gonna play as Zeon. I'm gonna run. Oh yeah, that's just enough letters to write shirt lad. But yeah, I do recall you saying something along those lines of, you wanting, well, you as in Shaw Reasonable Plays, or, good luck on the game today. Thank you, Safford and Ally. Appreciate it. Zeon aka hard mode because they get less shields. Yeah, that's true. But yeah. Do recall there being some demand for this one, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do today. Of course, Winner's History and Operation Troy are still on the docket, but yeah, Federation has balls. Yeah. Zeon, yeah. We're gonna Zeon Max.
Initial fighting lasted over 1 month, and half the human population was lost.
People were horrified by
atrocities that had been committed in the name of independence.
Yeah.
8 months had passed since the rebellion began.
It's gonna be pre-baller. I'm just gonna hope that the licensed music doesn't wreck this wreck the VOD. Select an operation area. Ooh, that's cool. Odessa. Oh yeah. We're gonna start on the desert. Oh, and we got a Zaku one to start with. Yeah. It's gonna be a great time. Alright, let me get my bearings. So, alright, so these things operate as normal. The arcade keybinds work. That's good. Yeah, works. Gliding, I mean the semi-gliding, yeah, it works. Okay. That was close enough. Oh yeah. Oh, now you wanna fight? Lol, no. I do recall there being some buffs and nerfs in between Gundam vs Zeta and AUG vs Titans. Then again, this is based on like a port of an arcade game, which I'm not completely sure whether the Dreamcast port is the DX2, but yeah. Also, yeah, the reason why this game is on Fightcade and Gundam vs Zeta isn't is it's because if I recall correctly, the Dreamcast did maintain it did retain some semblance of net play or something along those lines, and that's why it's on Redream. And the DX review is in there because of the the MAME, but damn near forgot it. The bazookas really hit hard, which is sort of why people use it. Although, rockets can be intercepted. Units defeated. Great. Okay. Spice map. Let's go to Spice. Allied MS on standby, and we have Zaku 1 or Zaku 1. Alright. Yes, that's, two Zaku 1s. They'll make one Zaku 2. You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna use that sort of math. I think this is supposed to be like the Battle of Loom, so I'm sure there's, Char Reasonable somewhere, being like, get out of my loom, I'm playing Minecraft. That's my new head cannon. That's why he took 5 battleships there, so that he could get back to the game. We all know that the XXX _ the Red Comet was his tag. Although, of course, he doesn't know anyone under the name of Quattro Bagina. That is lies and slander. To accuse him of just being Char with glasses. Surely it is not literally Char with glasses. He is a Char. Okay. So melee didn't really, it's not really a thing, but I'll try anyways. Oh look, more of these. Not that I'd mind, that's just points for free. But mission complete! Most of the one-year war suits got damaged nerves going into Gundam vs Zeta. Yep, he had a Battle of Doom over the Earth orbit. Pretty much. But yeah, I do remember like the original RX-78-2 being a being very much a powerhouse. So, I mean, in this one, it was like, when I went, you know, I went into, whatchamacallit, into this one from Gundam vs. Zeta. I was like, the RX-78, dude, that's, you know, I can manage. And then I was like, it's beating my ass, why? Oh, man, it was like, yeah. In the 1-year war, that's the time the old granddaddy was a star. The old granddaddy gun. The Gundarium geriatric, so to speak. Oh yeah, this is the one where it goes like what? I think I'm gonna learn from the Midnight Fenrir and just do loops on it. Just like the Founding Fathers intended. The Founding Fathers of Zeonic Front 0079 for the PS2. Received a new bazooka weapon for Zaku 1. That's pretty cool. Launch with standby goof. Okay. Yeah, it's time for the goof troop. But you know what? Real quick, I should probably okay, can it? Oh yeah, it can do the silly thing. Oh hell yeah. I'm gonna thoroughly enjoy this. Especially when it can do the oh, that's the air dash melee. Kinda, you know, being a bit of a callback to the EX reviews goof, to the EX review goofs, Shoryuken, I mean. One thing I'm really benefiting from is the fact that these don't jump much, so I can comfortably pull off the, you know, jumping melee to landing melee combo. So that's probably the, like, probably a good way to make that work. But yeah, I'm gonna slice these apart and then get back on the super chats and then the normal chats. Sorry, like this is what happens when I watch like old American VODs like the same day. I get mixed up. I get mixed up and I say silly words. Oh, nice. How to put the heat rod to use. Get zapped. Silly. It's Goofy time. Hey, it's Ukraine. I mean, yeah, technically. But yeah, oh man. There's a lot of chats that I missed. I think the Gundam Extreme vs. game used the same engine as FVZ. I'm not sure. There's quite a big gap, so I don't think so. Especially given that, you know, you'd probably have to run the SDK for the PS3. You know, since You know, it is a port of an arcade title, but in that time the tech would have definitely advanced a lot more. Anywho, X review, that's just Delson, that's true. Kung Fu Zaku, nice. I mean, sort of has to be a powerhouse, seeing how the best thing the Federation gets, pretty much. Why does the Zaku one attack has Akira from Virtuous Fight? You know what? I should definitely try Virtua Fighter. That single tap 61 has many tanks, yes. I wish the Extreme versus games had story modes like Gundam vs. Zeta. I guess the closest you can get to it is in the next Plus mode. On the I think it's called the Plus mode on the Gundam vs. Gundam Next Plus, but that's, yeah, very tenuous in terms of story. She got a remake. Actually, that would be good. No Zaku, boy, no Zaku. Exactly. Dalsum with a Shoryuken technically Ramberwall created Char reasonable, if you count Origin OVAs as canon. Well, honestly, I do not count Origin OVAs as canon. I'm not a big fan of them. I know it's not as prevalent of a sentiment, but I'm not a big fan of the Origin, because in the Origin there's many things that happen which I don't think you know, are in line with what should have happened. Because there's stuff that's not really, like, I guess, true to the characters of the story. You know, like they made Char into a nice, cold, conniving motherfucker. And that's not what Char is. Like, yeah, he has, you know, a bit of that streak to him, but he's not a psycho. You know, Char is Char. He wouldn't, you know, he definitely wouldn't be the type to go like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get rid of my homie because, you know, he might stand in the way of my super special revenge quest. No, that's nothing. That's something he would not do. I think it's silly to it is silly that it went that way. Might as well pop an intermediary save, because yeah, that's one of my habits. I'm not gonna pop save states left and right, but I will absolutely go for frantic saves. And this is, oh, V-Project Recon. I think I get away with just running one of these and Bazooka, because I need to keep whatever the big player is down. Oh yeah, and not to worry, I'll catch up on the chat in a minute. Just want to do the, you know, little colony leap. And yeah, CCA, yeah, I'm not a psych. I mean, here's a lot of timeline where he smuggled the goof into the colony to fight again. Yeah, I mean, CCA Char, like the state CCA Char was in, it was rather pitiful, unfortunately. Like, the poor guy had lost his boy Camille, you know. And I mean, Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! Amu, no! Amu, no, Ray. No. See, this is why I... This is why I brought, This is what I brought all that. All I really had to do was to suppress the White Gundam. The RX-72, dang it! G-Quack there for a minute.
This is Cassilia. Rather good work. I will
Remember it. Run, the OG. Didn't even check to see if it got better and became a doctor. Yeah, Gator gets Denim killed. Also RipG, yeah. Yeah, poor little swords, but, I mean... Shara at that point was very much in the same headspace as, Zex was at... Oh. Okay, So, for those not wanting Gundam Wing spoilers, you know, I'm gonna be coy about the details, but Shara was very much in the same headspace that Zax was in when he decided to do what he decided to do. And honestly, I think he tried to do the. If anyone here has seen, you know, Code Geass Lelouch of the Rebellion. That's the name of the anime. There's, you know, it ends with, you know, Lelouch. Well, it starts with Lelouch v Britannia, a guy getting revenge on his deadbeat dad by enacting the second coming of 1776 in Japan, which is in that anime it's controlled by the British, but basically by the end of it he's very much more of an anti-hero. Like he definitely has to resort to very Machiavellian methods more often than not by the end of it. And at that point, you know, he can't really, you know, there's no clean, I guess, getaway. No riding off to the sunset, no nothing. And, my theory is that, Char in some capacity knew that that Amuro was gonna beat him, and that if Amuro were to defeat him, it may inspire some semblance of change. If that makes sense. That's what I think. I don't mean that as like a 100, like as a complete one-to-one analogy, but I'd say that it's definitely that. If not, you know, Lelouch, it's definitely it's definitely It's definitely Zax Marquis from Wing. War Criminal Amuro. I mean, yeah. War Criminal Amuro. So one really cool thing about the amphibious mobile suits here is that I get basically infinite boost unless I go cruising or wait a minute. Oh, so I kind of forgot the ability to glide. That's interesting. I'm guessing. Oh, okay. So the cruising will just default to my air option. That's good. And thanks to I don't want to say low gravity because it's not really low gravity per se, but yeah, let's call it low gravity. You know that the watery environment has given us. I can definitely use that to my advantage. Because sometimes you can go for some sick-ass combos in these. This is back from when Capcom used to do these. You know, one of the reasons why I don't think you know, FVZ and EX Versus have the same engine is because well, for one, a lot of game companies aren't really known to share source codes, for one, and second of all, you know, I think it's the VSTG project that currently has stranglehold on the development of the whatchamacallit of EX Versus. We got the GOG, which is great. And a Zagok. Hell yeah. Alright, so we can go to Seattle. Or the Himalayas. I'll definitely vouch for Himalayas. You know, it's nice there, because at that point the 5th Luna hasn't been heated. Also, you don't suffer a speed debuff. Yep, I can swim. It's really nice that I can swim. Also, chat, thoughts on the new TCG? I mean, not new no more. It's been a while, but you know, it's definitely been around for a little bit. I'd like to think. But apparently, one of the local venues finally got a set, so I might try and snag me a copy of some of the starter packs. You know, one thing that I'm not a big fan of is definitely the price increase in terms of like you know, the price of an assemble set. But I think I can kind of make that work still. Oh, okay. Still doable. Oh, okay. Also, I love the fact that the GMG in this one doesn't really even get a secondary; it just gets a cool taunt. Oh, crap, I forgot. Should have gone for the slide because that one doesn't require me to re-equip a gun. It's a really cool cool thing. Oh crap! There you go. I tripped this sucker, and my boy Zaku too is going to town. Spinky little cheeks. Alright. Alright. Okay. Nice! Yeah, little stun Zaku 2 lined up for me was just the thing I needed. Should I mention that main ground Gundam it is? Can't blame you, dude. It's a great one. Especially given the fact that you get a cannon, you get the MG. You know, it's basically a better gym ground tap. So in a lot of ways, it's a great suit. Tackle-Mac Desert. Oh, Himalayas, it shows the last spot I've been in. I'm guessing Seattle is... Oh yeah, that one's the... Yeah, that's the one with the wrecked buildings. Could go for Seattle. Oh! I'm supposed to kill things. Cool! Well, let's do that, in fact. Zagok, yeah, that should be pretty good. Oh, and I get... Oh yeah, didn't even forget about this one. Actually, no. I want the ally to be in the Zagok, and I'm gonna Magella Top Cannon my way into this. Wait, does it have foot missiles? It doesn't have foot missiles. I am disappointed, slightly. Just a bit. Just ever so slightly. But yeah, hopefully, if all goes well, I'm gonna be able to kill the Medeus. That's the plan. Okay. So this guy definitely packs a wall up. That is good to know. That is great to know. And the Zagok is being quite a menacing presence, if I dare say so. If okay. Oh yeah, so that's definitely a heavy hitter. I saw one. Oh, dang it. Actually, it was the shield that tanked it for him, so... I must, No, I do not have to assail the ground gun. That is nice to know. Also, yeah, I do use the recoil of it for mobility purposes as well. Because it kind of throws the enemy off of your usual landing spot. If you play your cards right. Oh, speaking of cards, seems like from what I'm looking at, the only kit that, well, not kit, the only set I'd be missing out on if I went cards only is, oh, just Seed Strike, which, I mean, Seed blows, but yeah, I'll have to think on this. You know, whether I wanna get that one or not. 'Cause I really don't wanna shell out that much dosh on especially on the seed one. I'm hoping that when Assemble comes out, I can just pick and choose stuff. So I can just get the stuff that I find cool. Let's get the Wardly Gorgon here. And what is this? Foot missiles are the best weapon for the Zaku 2 in this. I agree, especially from the air. Recently played Japan language PSP Gundam game. Really enjoyable, surprisingly. Oh, cool. Very good partner unit in this. I can confirm. Anyways, safer than Ally. What game was that? Because like there's a bunch of really good PSP games. I'd like to say that that are JP only and are really good in their own right. Like, for one, I'm quite a big fan of Zeon no Kizuna Portable and the Gundam Battle games. Those I absolutely adore. Especially Gundam Assault Survive. And yeah, it's especially due to the large roster. It's just Gundam Battle Universe with more stuff. I mean, the missions do get a bit cookie cutter, but past a certain point, you know, what wasn't in that department. If you look at, you know, GBU, for example, you know, you had stages reused left and right, so, I mean, these ones are very much more the same, so, you know, sometimes more of the same is good. You know, there's very little that needs to be changed on something that works completely fine. I also like the, you know, Gundam Memories Tatakai no Kyoku. I got all the mobile suits a while ago. That one was a very fun one. The G-Gen games, those I also really like. Like, Portable is pretty much just a more polished F with slightly less mobile suits. You know, World and Overworld are pretty much Genesis before Genesis with a bunch of stuff that's really cool, and without, you know, the hassle of having to do quests to get specific characters recruited. I like a bunch of stuff on the PSP. I'm pretty sure that, you know, if I get around to doing more of Valkyria Chronicles 4, you know, my personal issues with the rather crappy EN translation aside, I'd definitely be down to play, you know, VC1, well, VC 3 and VC2 that's on PSP. It would take me quite a long time to get used to the multi-class system, because it's I'm not a big fan of that. I like my things stupid simple, because if you have
you heard of the term new type? Apparently the
because if you have things that are stupid simple, it is much easier to build on them, you know.
Get close to the Trojan horse and gather as much data as possible. I am counting on you.
Okay, that's neat. But yeah, there's a bunch. Now I'm curious what Charlotte's real favorite is. Giron's Greed. Honestly, kind of split on it. Haven't played Giron's Greed as much recently. It's definitely fun. It's definitely interesting, but from the little bit that I've played over the years, I keep running into a rather major issue, and that's the fact that I always seem to forget about having to do maintenance on stuff. It's whatnot. So yeah, like I do enjoy my share of Giron's Greed, but man, does the game have quite a lot of stuff that, you know, that I fail to keep track of oftentimes. Which, yeah, it's definitely a thing that will like, the fact that the general barrier to entry to like Giron's Greed is somewhat steep at first, especially since like most games outside of like to my recollection only Akuzizu no Kyoi is patched, and even that one's partially done, so I'd have to honestly do a lot of I'd have to finish doing my homework, so to speak, on the intricacies of retrofitting and scrapping entry pods to maintain some semblance of efficiency. But I mean, from the little bit of play, I like it. I liked it. It's one thing that I don't really gel with much is that I mean, yeah, a good thing about it is that you get a lot of space to micromanage your own stuff, but the sort of a part that is not as good as the fact that over time it becomes a necessity, not an option. Not just an option, I mean. Okay. I just gotta survive for long enough, which... Oh no. There is something seriously wrong with this one. What are you doing? Shooting at Emerald. Silly.
Returning to base. It seems we have to reassess our plan against the Federation mobile suit.
Alright. Didn't get scratched too much. Oh, hi, Garma. I believe Giron's Greed has a lot of what-if scenarios. Yeah, that is true. That is very much true. There is one that I think I've somewhat covered in my attempt to cover the Char's custom Char's custom Gundam, which is a topic that Char Reasonable Place wanted me to cover. And basically, yeah, there's one where Char leads his Neo Zeon, like pre-Char's counterattack, back when he's during his more, I guess, hopeful time, and that one's definitely great. It's it's pretty much a custom-made Gundam for Char. Looks pretty sick,
Launching.
and it's definitely from the flavor text, it's definitely something that feels like it's been worked on a great deal, which is definitely something I will not definitely something I will not scoff at. Definitely something I will respect, because like his own Zaku has been like fine-tuned, pretty heavily, so. I didn't even forget about, mid-air, mid-air heat rod. Man, it's pretty good. Doom doom.
Hit him.
Gundam vs. Zeta is pretty much where I thrive, so it's very much of the same. Even though, in some regards, yes, this is just Gacha Force but Gundam. But, Gacha Force is a good formula, so if you iterate on a formula that works, it usually works. But man, the heat rod in this one is busted. And in GVZG, well, Gun vs. Zeta, it's more of a tool to dominate neutral. But in this one, it tears through stuff. Then again, this is like campaign enemies, so the caliber of things that I'll be facing is not, not as severe as other things. But yeah, Gurren's Greed is great. It's not really for me in terms of like the general appeal, since I'm not really good at multitasking, games of that nature. Not much of a, Hearts of Iron guy. Not much of a Total War Napoleon guy. But I can definitely see where the appeal is, and I've definitely had a good time playing stuff. Alright, let's see. Allied MS on standby, which means alright. This means I will GOG. No. I'm probably gonna let the ally do the GOGing, and I'm gonna do the Zaku too. Missile pod is not bad. Definitely not bad. Keep the GOG. Because so long as the ally doesn't do anything stupid, I should be set. I'm up against a gym ground. Ooh, man, that... Didn't know it used to hit that hard. Aw, damn. So proceed to eat a bunch of missiles, but the foot missiles on this one are really good. If you've played Senjou no Kizuna, the foot missiles in that one are also pretty good. Although they're for a different, they're for a much different purpose. They kind of behave like the big gun missiles on the Zaku cannon. And that one, kind of like if there's any older games that featured a grenade launcher from, mounted to an M16 or an M4, kind of in that kind of ballpark, where it arches over, but when it hits pretty hard. But it's also a good tool to deal chip damage to the bases. When your tag is still approaching, so you can pressure the enemy team that way. It will definitely take a while before I do a proper roster review. Damn, damn near I tripped on my words, but it'll probably be a while until I do a proper roster overview for Senjou no Kizuna Portable, since there's definitely intricacies to its machine guns and whatnot, stopping power versus damage versus rate of fire, things of that nature. So it would definitely take time to compile all that like little stuff into a chart, and then try and get the results of labbing into a more coherent format. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't be against it, against covering that. And the amount of variety in that one is actually surprising, because yeah, the first thing people will see is the fact that yeah, there's the Zaku Machine Gun A and the Zaku Machine Gun B, and you know, you don't really you look at it and it's like, oh yeah, it's just a Zaku Machine Gun and a Zaku Machine Gun that does a 6 burst instead of a 3 burst. But you know, if you look at the down value, you can and be like, yeah, this one's for stopping power, this one's for comboing, and that is very much, I guess, you know, what I meant to say was that in spite of you know, seeming somewhat bland, the weapon roster and the mobile suit roster in Senjo no Kizuna Portable is definitely pretty high up there in terms of like player expression via, you know, various loadouts. All right, so I gotta go help out Zaku. Well, yes, I would like to use the MSMO-7 Zagok. Because the MSMO-7 Zagok does MSMO-7 Zagok things.
And may the glory of victory be yours.
May the glory of victory be yours. Oh my. There's the white base, and Kai. I remember there being a mission where back in, you know,
Amateurs.
whatchamacallit, Gundam vs. Zeta, which, god dang it, keep forgetting about this. Oh yeah. Alright, this one, man, the aces in this one are they hit pretty hard, so I have to be a bit more cautious, bit more graceful in my step, I suppose.
Who cares as long as it hits?
Oh look, this weapon can one-shot us. Don't, you know. Oh no. It will be it will surely be bad if things hit me. And Shara's like,
Hey, Garma, do you read me? Blame this on the misfortune of
oh, this is gonna be funny.
What? Misfortune? You're indeed a very good fighter. Don't take it personally.
Hey Garma, blame this on the misfortune of your girth. That's Fat Char's catchphrase. Zeon no Kokuku Equity! That's what he says in the JP sub. There we go. Char has officially never betrayed anyone in his entire life. Hey Garma, go fuck yourself. True, true. Very much so. Hey Garma! What? Skill issue. Blame this on the skill issue of your birth, Garma. Blame this on Shirtlad not shooting down the white base. Ooh! I got a dorm! Alright. Let's get silly with the dorm, then. Let me get acquainted with my stuff, so, standard sight swipe, spin. I'm guessing that's the, oh yeah, that's the dip. Oh, okay. I'm guessing, alright, just, that one's just a quick chop, and I don't get the moving bonk. Okay. thankfully, I do remember that I have a chest beam. Yeah, I wanted to refresh myself on the intricacies of running a dom. Yep. Oh, nice. That one was very nice. Although I think the mobile suit explosions in this one do deal a bit of damage. Can't really put my finger on it fully, but I think they do. Which is odd, because I don't recall them doing something similar in other installments. So, okay. Right. Make the jump. Turning Gundam Ground Type into Gundam Grounded Type. Oh. Spoke too soon. Oh. Oh yeah, that's the dash to stab thing. Beam didn't work. Well, the saber sure will. Or as heck will. Now. That leaves only a couple. Gundam G. Gundam Ground Type. Gundam Ground Beef Type, more like. Because I will... Oh, I forgot that the splash damage in these is definitely no joke. Oh. Nor is the limited range of my secondary, or a sub-weapon, to kind of maintain the nomenclature, so to speak. And there we go. And straight to the cockpit. Got bisected like... Oh, here the Giant Bazooka does less damage than Zaku's Bazooka. Yeah, sounds about right. Since, you know, this one's a bit more spammable. You don't think that's just other games explosions hurt you. Mostly Journey to Jabro and Lost War Chronicles. Yep, I do know of those. Also War for Earth, but I'm not sure if that counts. Oh. Alright, and now, of course, Giran's gonna do his speech. To our glorious noble cause.
Does this foreshadow our defeat? No! It is a new beginning.
Anyways. We have Giran saying that this is not over and that we are so back even though we lost one of the zombies.
History demands that we, the chosen nation,
He was sacrificed. Why? Because he was a spoiled brat.
and we must bring an end to this stalemate. Together we
Anyways,
Zeon Daikun said that the rebirth of man would begin with us, those who live in space. However,
it's funny that he's like, you know, doing the whole thing by paragraph.
and resist this renaissance.
Oh man, that's a lot of these.
Hail, Zeon!
But yeah, it's pretty much beat for beat with the anime. So that's another Zeon for today, and once again saving. But he fell down some stairs. We got the best unit in Zeon. Nice. But the Dome Tropen isn't in this game. Yeah, it isn't, because, well, this is mainly 1 Year War stuff. But you know where the Dome Tropen is, and actually has 2 different variants. That's right, it's in, actually, considering the missile pod in space. But, yeah, in Senjo no Kizuna, hey,
Until we pick up the
you know, you get the dump tropen,
move from this position.
and better yet,
For this ship.
gets a bunch of cool stuff.
Under enemy attack. Requesting backup.
Like, if... And it has the Storm Force, which is really good against enemies in elevated position. Oh, yeah, friendly fire. Is really good against enemies and enemies at elevated positions. Like, that's a major boon to your stuff if you actually land it. You have your trusty MMP-80 and your other stuff, such as the rocket and bazooka. And that's the dump tropen Sand Brown in the whatchamacallit, and Senjo no Kizuna Rev 1, but in which that's the one that the PSP port was based off of, but the now discontinued arcade port, that one had another dump tropen variant, which wasn't, you know, in the Kimberide colors. It was in the standard ones. That one was pretty sick, admittedly. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there was one in Senjo no Kizuna 2, but I'm not sure, because Senjo no Kizuna 2 died after, like, what? It went from 2022, I think, up to 2020, I think 4. Like, that one died pretty fast, unfortunately. Like, the prequel, like, was... That one was, like, it took 15 years for it to die. And that it served its 15 years with grace. And the other one was like, nope. We're packing up shop. Yeah, that one... I don't know why it was taken so soon, but man, it sure was pretty quick how it vanished into nothing. Now it all returns to nothing. All keeps stumbling. Tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down. Get the tropen in that game before you get the normal dome. Actually, good news, Seva. I actually did that. You can't emulate Zeonic Fraud, that's for sure. I mean, you can. I managed to get it going. It just ended up being highly costly for you know, not costly. Dang it. Sorry, I'm spouting bollocks. Just ended up having heavy graphics issues. But like, yeah, the dump tropen I definitely got before the OG dom, and the reason is simple. See, in Senjo no Kizuna, which I think I've streamed it like twice. Once when I didn't know what I was doing, and once when I absolutely knew what I was doing. I wrecked shop, but you get the dump tropen much earlier than the standard dom. Speaking of which, the Dawntropen is in the Wii port of the good old Gashborn Wars on Wii. So if that's up your alley, then it is definitely an option. But there's one thing I kind of miss is these campaign modes that we got in this one and we got in Rango vs. Eft Portable. Like, Rango vs. Eft Portable is definitely one of the weaker Gundam vs. entries because it tries very hard to harmonize, like, I guess the new the newer PS2 Gundam vs. Formula and Rango vs. Eft and Rango vs. Eft 2, but somehow makes like the melee variants very clunky and still suffers from some issues that plagued the first Rango vs. Eft, which is definitely one of the factors that set it that do set it back. But man, the campaign mode was really good. I definitely got I definitely had a lot of fun with that one. Anywho. Received an egg guy. Okay. That's good. That's good. I love my egg guy, so. Egg guy acquired, I guess. Egg acquired. Although, speaking of mobile suit variants, imagine if there was a suit variant that was like, if there was a high Gorg in this one, that'd be sick. Not to kill for a high Gorg these days. Alright, let's see. Actually, let's keep the Dom as the teammate. That would be fun to do. Alright, and in this one we're just bracking shop. Making sure that no tanks leave unscathed. Oh, gym ground and not a lot of not the best of times for Federation's motorized divisions, I suppose. Okay, and one more. I'll have you know this is no Zaku, my boy. It is in fact a goof. The goofiest mobile suit. A very goofy boy. Question is, how will this Gundam do? Gundam Let's rock and Ramba motherfucking roll. See, that would have worked, but no, I didn't. But there we go. Game's fun. Kinda makes me wish Heine was in Seatbelt Destiny. Is he not? Rango vs. F2's campaign was some cheek, assuming you want to get everyone's friendship up. Got the egg guy after the Gorg. What a slap in the face. Yeah, I'm a hack. You can, but it doesn't let me clarify. I see. Anywho, couldn't afford voice actor. Yep. End up killing more ground Gundams than the Federation ever made. True. But yeah, yeah, I mean, to be honest, yeah, the TM Revolution guy is too expensive to be kept alive. Like, he played Miguel Iman in Seed. That, like, episode 1, episode 2. I think it was episode 2. Then you got Heine. He gets yeeted. Very yeah, not the luckiest of characters. The lineup that he's played. Although for some reason he does get a lot of orange stuff. I know he likes the color orange. Not to be not that much of a surprise. Orange is a cool color. You know, it looks like fire. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna paint my stuff orange. You know, it's a very very fresh color. They're like, you know, they're like I guess outspoken color. Like, yeah, you can use, you know, use it with like the more somber colors too. If you want to do like autumn colors, right? Like brown, dark red. But you can also use it with like the lighter ones to make things a lot more vivacious. Like you know, for example, look at a Zaku Heat Hawk. You know. It goes like orange to yellow to completely pallid. Completely pallid, I mean white, yes. Or pale. You know, it's a red hot axe that does red hot axe things. So of course, you know, it definitely complements that gradient. And from what I've seen of the designs that, you know, that Takanori has gotten, he's definitely on the like lively side when it comes to like an orange. Crap! I'm gonna be bonked by a gun cannon. Ain't no way. I'm a fat target. Unfortunately, I'm another thing that's on the chunkier side is my health pool, so definitely making it out of the Himalayas. Oh, you wanna poke me? Well, come on. Alright, that's pretty good effort, but nope. I will, as a GOG, it is my duty to bonk. I will absolutely do that. This seems to be a survival mission, and I got way too cocky with the GOG, but oh well. At least I got some Zaku ones. There's gonna be a big surplus of them. Yeah, I'm certain. I'm guessing the number over on the right is pretty much just showing how many missions I did. Hopefully Artning makes a new Gundam game or we drop a colony. I will say the nicknames for Aces and Sneed are extremely dumb. I mean, yeah. Oh, also, yeah, I'd definitely love to see another art than game. Heck, I was so hyped for Bell Destiny Remaster. I got it on day one. I was very much on board. Also, yeah, like, for example, Mula Flaga got, like, the Hawk 12 Endymion or something like that. A stupid ass name. Oh yeah, I do have the... yeah, this one. See, it would be nice if I could, you know... If I had packed some stuff that would be useful for intercepting aircraft, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna use that. Assignment is... oh, just current objective survive. Okay. Fine. Fine by me. Well, there's finally a mobile suit. Now I'd like to see who am I facing. Oh, hi, Jim. Due to unforeseen circumstances, you will be passing away. See? Still got it. I also like the fact that you get a lot more problem is the fact that you can't intercept as effectively from long range, since you have to account for travel time, which is something that will be a bit of a pain in the ass if you don't, you know, if you have to guesstimate multiple ones. Which is why I'm glad I don't have to multitask as much. It's just a couple gems. And you know, a couple gems is something I can handle. I'm not gonna try and jinx it. It's like, yeah, I can handle that, and you know, it turns it extrapolates itself into a very heavy, you know, a very heavy case of the old Charlie Foxtrot. Which, for those not in the know, it's a, it's a bit of a phonetic alphabet, you know, way of, saying a clusterfuck. Well, yeah, it's barely a scratch on this one. Mission complete, and, nice. Let's see. Miguel out there with Magic Bullet of Dusk. They can use the money from Battle Destiny to afford 5 seconds of TM Revolution from the from the booth, yeah. Protect the base shirt proceeds to level 2 of the buildings. Look, it was to gain a tactical advantage. It's perfectly justified.
Good work. I'll have the base personnel provide you with supplies and repairs. Tell them it's by my order.
I mean, look, if they didn't want me to wreck those buildings, they shouldn't have built them in a location where I am likely to destroy them. Oh, egg guy. All right, let's egg guy max. Let's egg guy to the max. I'm the egg guy. Stop guy. I will absolutely egg guy. Okay. Ooh, but the Gundam's down. I'm in the ground top. Oh, this one's a bit more fragile than I remembered. That's not a good thing at all. Oh no. Oh no, this guy's gonna be eating crow. Man. Why? Not the best place to be in with an egg guy when half the enemy team is packing a cannon, a 118 mil, but still 118 mil, but still it's a bit of a problem. So I ought to remain quick on my feet, but yeah, once I got the ground ones got ground up. From the ground up. Evasion rate of 84. Received another egg guy. Hell yeah. I will egg a guy max. Well, unless the at least unless the Zagok gets repaired, because I like the Zagok too. Yes, and you chose the debuff of being an egg guy instead of a Zagok. You got an egg guy. Take it back. Okay. Okay, fine. I will play maximum egg guy, and using an egg guy and an egg guy, which egg guy is I mean, it is somewhat serviceable. It just has to be played right. Because the machine gun that you get isn't really good, which most of the machine guns ain't. So I'll take what I can get, I guess. Also, yeah, it's for the best to not, you know, stick in one place with okay. One. Hey. Okay, I got hit, but I didn't get taken out, which is immediately a better shape to be in. And finish my current ammo pool so that, okay, you know what? Need some missiles. And one more. That guy is really cool in this one. Like, obviously, it's not a cream of the crop that rises to the top, but then again, you know. It can still do the job, I mean. Which, then there's the egg guy in Zeon no Kizuna, which honestly isn't half bad. In fact, I like it. Like if you want sheer stopping power, you get to carry a you get to carry missiles. If you don't want that, then, you know, of course, you know, you can of course go in from melee, and also that's probably where where the yet guy can and will shine. And Sanjo no Kizuna, because it has... It has the head Vulcans, which in Sanjo no Kizuna they have very good stopping power. They have solid damage on the missiles. And it can quick draw. And a suit having quick draw in Sanjo no Kizuna is a big boon. Since that way you can absolutely wreck shop on stuff. See, this one got kaboominated. Got scratched up just by a bit, but not that big of a deal. And oh yeah, this should be if it's what I think it is, I mean the stage that's forest in Eastern Europe, because God knows no one will care enough to try and learn how to pronounce Schwarzwald. Yeah, that's pretty much the name of the forest. Because it's in the Black Forest. I think it's the Black Forest in some of the games, so if that's the case, then yeah. Also, let me guess. Alright, we got a ground tap. Gym ground beef tap. So, I mean, having beams on hand is pretty handy. But I'm just gonna hope that the copyrighted tracks aren't gonna, you know, put the VOD in some sort of a purgatory, because that's is very much a thing that happens. Honestly, so long as we're not in Jabro, we won't get to hear, you know, I Senshi, so I think the instrumentals are gonna get a rough pass, but it's gonna be a rough one. At the very least, I'd wager there'd be ID. This one. There we go. Shoulder check that one. Didn't get hit too much either, which that's good. It is good and nice, and dang, I jinxed it. But I mean, I stripped some paint off of that guy, so I'd count that as a win. Not to mention, I get to intercept stuff with the machine gun. This is a pretty long one. Hey-ya! There you go. Oh, crap. That was too slow on the draw. I was trying to do the swipe, then I decided against it, since my teammate was right there, so didn't want to hit him, but oh well. Tough luck. I suppose this guy could also be taught some temperance, because, man, he just hit me with that beam. But the GIF is pretty hefty in this one. Which the GIF and Seed GIF and the Rango vs. F games, man, that one's pretty handy too. Not to mention the Bell Destiny and Bell Destiny Remastered GIF. That one was pretty neat. All things considered. Received another GIF. Cool. Let's see Odessa, and let's pop a save. That would be very nice. I'm gonna go check on the chat. That guy was better in Senki, all I'm saying. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. At all. Then again, a lot of stuff was better in Senki. Like, the gym got nades. Some pretty good nades. They could run the cannon. I mean, the gym ground tap. To be exact. But let's see. Run a bitter, a GIF but bitter, and a Dom. Well, a GOG. You know what? A GOG. Let's make it a GOG. Hopefully this is the right call. Alright, fly manta. Yeah, I want to make the fly mantis fly. Their doom, I mean. Unfortunately, it's the aircraft interception capabilities of the suit remain rather pitiful. They're not as bad as the ones exhibited by other ones, so let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. The gym ground? Yep, probably. And the little sucker's gonna spend an eternity just frolicking around. At this rate, I might as well try and take out the one that has gotten up top. I'm still not giving the poor buildings a break. Okay. Be a good idea too. Slam the gun cannon, but point blank cannons is definitely one of my weaknesses. So is the heat rod, but that applies to gun cannon as well. At this range. Okay. Get zapped. And get zapped again. See, no buildings were harmed in the making of this stream. Not at all. I do not know what you're referring to. There's no... See, nothing was... that building size crater was there from the beginning. Come on, don't be ridiculous. I think it's the same building. Poor building was can't catch a break. I like the wacky I think that the Mono Eyes have in this game. Yeah, the same, like, especially when it comes to like units like this the Zork or the egg guy, where it just runs along multiple tracks. I think that's very funny when that happens. It kind of looks like someone trying to frantically speedrun a connect the dots game. Alright. We launch with standby dorm. I'd like... A Zaku or a Zaku or a Zaku or a Zaku. Another option, dorm or... Yes, so... Guess there's a Zaku too, which I can still utilize with a missile pod. I think this should be fine. For one, it's got spec up. Second of all, it's...
The Federation is growing impatient.
Oh no, Monsieur Le Ding has arrived to the battlefield. He is here to steal our cheeses and surrender to the Federation, because that's what McCoy does. Yeah. It's alright. Ever since hearing that Mobile Suit Gundam abridged clip with with the Le Ding, I am now incapable of thinking of McCoy without also directly associating it with the Le Ding. Well, it's so silly, so silly, so goddamn silly. Oh, dang, now it got me. I thought that jump would do the trick, but no. Apparently I gotta do a leg swipe. I don't get to do a Tatsumaki Senpu Greco like in the old EX review with the old Zaku. Oh, okay, another building catches it this time, so... See, there's some variety in the destruction. Ah, oh, poor thing. Poor little building. I think using the machine gun was the right call, since I can now shoot things guilt-free without, with less of a chance to hit one of those. One of the things that matter on this map, such as the Dob Day. The day of the Dob. The Dob Day. Which, funny thing, it is rather entertaining that there's actually some bases in Senjo no Kizuna Portable, since Senjo no Kizuna Portable is does add an option to play as a base. It is funny that there are some that you cannot play as a player, but they still show up. I think that's like the hangar for gyms, and another one being the Adzam. That's another one that just doesn't get nothing. There you go. Wombo combo that one. Yep. Alright, let's pop some more. Okay. Nice. Intercepted both. Okay. And now... Some Gundam ground tabs are always trying to skate uphill. I skate uphill. Oh, dang it! Another. Another missile. A second missile has hit the ground Zaku, I mean. But, yeah, the Gundam ground theft couldn't do nothing. Clear time. 240 seconds. Received another Zaku. Federation attack is continuing. Dang it.
I'm sending you a mobile suit. It is a custom unit for ace pilots, but you should be able to handle it.
Okay, what did I get? Charge Zaku? Okay, this is definitely not... I swear I'm not scripting these. Like, an ace mobile suit. Which we haven't seen yet. Yeah, it's Charge Zaku, isn't it? And it proceeded to be Charge Zaku, so... Allied Bell Strength is 0. Yeah. So a simple deathmatch, and I can run the Charge Zaku too. Why can't I use a bazooka or something? There's a bummer, but let me check. That guy. He's got more stars, so I'll take it. Here's a new suit. Yeah, gives you a 4-star rank guy. Man, I wish that was the case. 4-star rank guy, hell yeah. That would have been pre-baller. Like, you know, I was about to give you the Charge Zaku too, but then I just noticed you were using a shit ton of that guy, so you know what? Here's some more for the pile. Oh look, that's a Dodai. Quite a rare sight in this one. Oh. Sucker went around. Well, too bad. I have my trusty Zaku too. Oh. Sure would be nice if, thank you. I was about to say once somebody rid me of this meddlesome, gun cannon. I mean, gem, but, yeah, well. My grenades, they listen to me, actually. It's like nades in VC1, they go where they should. Which is a surprise, because most of the time the Zaku grenades, when I run them, or in this one, are not known for being consistent, but oh well, here we are. Consistent Zaku grenades in the Year of Our Lord 2025. That's very much an achievement. Also, yeah, you can, you know, you can kind of circumvent the stay in the fire thing, you know, with the angle correction if you maintain a certain angle, like this. Thank you. I watched my 6, I'm gonna watch his, or not. Oh, crap. That was close. Would have been dead meat if it wasn't for that lucky interception. Let's see what is left. Oh, a gun cannon. Quite a surprising choice of units. And oh no, I am once again on the brink of defeat. Will I be able to survive? Alright. Let me actually not, you know. Yeah. Can always, go for the more, I guess, cowardly strategy of keeping the back line. And again, you know, I don't need to lose all my HP to be a good teammate. Oh, crap. Can you not? You kinda don't. There you go. I kinda did. Sharzak was a special boy with his own bazooka. Yeah. What is Sharzaku? Why is it Sharz? More like those who took it and just gave it to Garcia. Yeah. Yeah, I understand, but he could have, you know, went the extra mile and gotten me an act guy, but I digress. I'm in no place to bargain, nor look the gifted horse in the mouth. But yeah, it does appear that it is high time for me to call it. So it appears that I'm gonna have to jip you out of the cool fight with the Black Tri-Stars and the eventual journey to Jabro, Brazil. But yeah, it says damn near 7 in my neck of the woods, and it simply means that I will have to call it. So, because, you know, dinner. Dinner time do be dinner time. So, in short, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you later. This has been the Shirtley, and, you know, signing out.